Games and Banished. Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Doomhammer and welcome back to more Banished. Now, for those on YouTube, you will eventually have seen that I called that particular run a failure. However, I am addicted to this seed and I want it done. So, off stream and even on stream, but not going on YouTube, I have played the seed over several times. And I think that I may have a run that is successful. So allow me to show you what I've done thus far. There we go. Pretty much the standard layout for the town, except the crop fields are now size 9 by 9. Apparently for uneducated workers, a 9 by 9 field is the maximum you can handle. One worker per field. So that's why I have that here. Also I added a couple more fields over here and there. And the orchard fields are also crop fields, because the forestry over here does cross over into this little section, but it's not enough that I would say like I'm not gonna put a field there. Down here I also have the fields again. Once again, pumpkin and beans. Got a couple smaller fields just to fill in as much space as possible. I've got my regular forestry area set up over here and here and here. The only difference is that this forestry area doesn't have a woodcutter inside of the area, but it does have one outside just over here. Because firewood is a little bit of a problem during this entire playthrough. This one has a woodcutter, this one has a woodcutter. I also have a fishing dock here, one over here. I added one here, I've got one here, and I am planning one here. Also I'm planning a few houses over here. I've got two houses over here with a storage barn, two more houses over there. As you can see, I don't have a market yet, because apparently the market draws in all of the food, and thus people living here will bring their stuff over here, but then they will have to go over here to get their food. So I'm gonna wait as long as possible with the market, because what I'll eventually will do, most likely, is set up another market over here. Like, maybe even just like directly here. This is a good place. So that the food can be brought over to this side of the river. And why is that? Oh, that's just a bit of road that needs to be removed. Okay. Also, I've cleared out a lot of area over here. All of the trees, all of the stone, all of the iron. All of the stone and iron is gone from this island, from this part of the map, including back here. And as you can see, one thing I have done, and I've focused a lot of attention on, is infrastructure. I've got 3 tunnels on this side, 1 tunnel on that side, on this map. Also got a tunnel through here, so that this becomes a straight line from right here all the way across to here, to whatever I'll build over there. And the starting village also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tunnels. And this one was the most expensive one at 178 stone. Now, I've opened up my quarry already, and I've ordered my people to get all of the stone and steel available. Hence why we have a nice chunk of steel over here. Because I've already just finished, before I stop this particular playthrough for now, until I start streaming again, I've got 2 blacksmiths here. I've got 10 people in the quarry, just to get a lot of stone, and I still have 32 laborers left. So that's a lot. Furthermore, I also don't have the graveyard, I don't have the church yet, still don't have the school. That's gonna be over here. And over here I have a place reserved for the eventual trading outpost, which will also come over here, and I believe that I had it in mind somewhere over here as well. or over here, I don't remember. But as it stands, let's go to the town hall, which I built quite early this time. We are year 31, early spring, 55 homes and 100 families, 162 citizens, with 151 adults and only 11 kids. At some point I had 32 kids and 64 adults, so I literally had half the amount of kids that I had adults. Quite a bit. Okay, then I also have, of course, a couple of wells installed. I have a lot of bridges, a lot of tunnels, as I said. I really wanted to focus a lot on infrastructure, because apparently what becomes a problem if you don't build tunnels is that they will take the long way around. So if you have your quarry over here, but they live over here, they're gonna have to go around here. They will actually just climb over this little hill here, where I still have the tunnel. And otherwise they will go all the way around here before they'll get there. So yeah, I've got another forestry area planned out over here with 2 fishing docks. This was the forester's lodge. It's not gonna cover a lot, but this is purely for logs only, because I will not put a woodcutter here. I think, nope. It's gonna be purely forestry for logs, and then the hunters, the gatherers, and the herbalists. And also a little trick that I learned, I kind of forgot, but I luckily remembered, is that in your gatherer's hut, your hunting cabin, by default, it will say that you will have 0 out of 3, or a maximum of 3 out of 3. However, the maximum people you can have in a single hunting cabin is 4. So that's important. Lastly, got houses here, got houses all over here, there, a few random houses here, there and there. Houses for this area, houses for that area, gonna build up those as well, gonna build another fishing dock here, as I said. Got some houses over here, a few random houses over here, and along this road. And yeah, I'm currently at 167 tools and dropping, but that's why I have the 2 blacksmiths here. And today I hope that I can open up both of these mines, have 1 mine for fully only coal and 1 mine only iron, and I'll have hopefully 10 to 15 people in each, and then I'll have these 2 blacksmiths make steel tools, because they require logs, iron and coal. So that the forester for this area will supply the wood for the 2 blacksmiths, and I might even put in a 3rd and a 4th blacksmith, just to get back up to 500 tools. Joining me tonight is Vasily, once again, welcome.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Let me quickly load up the chat on this side, so sorry about that. And I'd say I also want to get the chapel and the cemetery done, and probably these houses, that fishing dock, and also some extra houses around here. I've got 10 houses prepared over here, and I'll make another area for food and maybe even forestry, just as I had in the previous playthrough, over here. But I only will play for 2 hours today, so let's get cracking. I'm gonna drink some tea.
If you have seen in the Discord Great Hall, I posted that I also purchased Banished and started playing it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And with medium starting conditions, it was going pretty well. I didn't save it, I was just testing out the game, so I could actually see just to know the mechanics and the other things, and see if I could actually do a proper act of survival.
Nice.
Well, I was running low on food, on iron, on stone, but I did manage to stack up on most of these
Nice.
resources. And the first thing I did when I started, build, made 4 crop fields, 6 by 6,
Mm-hmm.
an orchard, 12 by 6, small just to start off the game,
Mm-hmm.
a fishing dock, and a woodcutter, and that's about it. So the next thing was herbalists, gatherers, forester's lodge, hunting cabin, and
Mm-hmm.
black, and the rest goes on.
I'll put 15 people in the quarry. I'm gonna save up a lot of stone because like I said, I do still want to have the market eventually. That will cost me 62 stone. The cemetery will cost me 64. One thing that I've also changed, I've made the cemetery one row smaller because now I can connect this bridge and this road to the opposite side. So that's gonna be another bridge, another point of. Wait, what? Why am I lacking stone all of a sudden? Right, Dutchie. Why am I lacking stone? What am I building?
You're out of stone?
Yeah, I had 29 stone, and now all of a sudden I have nothing. What am I building that requires? Oh, the graveyard. Okay, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, Doomy's beard ran away.
Now I had a fight with the chainsaw, so.
And clearly the chainsaw has won.
But the war isn't over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, rather than making ale from the plums from my orchards, I am making ale from berries that the gatherers collect. So that I pretty much have a constant stream of ale getting produced. I am out of clothes, that is a problem, but that can only be done once I have more hunters. That's why I made them 4 per. Shut up, phone. Yeah, we're getting like 16 leather, like 4 leather per person per season from the. Oh, we're at 10,000 food cap. Nice. I'll make that 15,000. Not 50,000, but 15. And the amount of tools are rising. Nice! I've saved it.
You saved your colony.
Yes.
Or settlement.
My settlement.
Settlement.
At this pace, I should not be running out of tools anytime soon. Especially once I start making the 2 mines over there. Then I'm gonna be running out of tools relatively fast for the first bit. But I've got like 3 blacksmiths and I might even get more blacksmiths. I've got some space reserved for that here. And yeah, I'm just gonna get like a crap ton of tools. Now firewood also is a bit of a problem from time to time. But I seem to have sorted it out because I just went ballistic with cutting down the trees in this square. It's like a nice square of just like that, and then demolish everything within that area. Okay, the road there is gone, that is good. 20 stone. How much iron do I need for this? 30. Do I have that? Yes, I have 355 iron. Let's make him a little happier.
And build a church.
Build a chapel.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna be making this Forester's Lodge. Get a third
Make
builder.
a church and then burn it to the ground. That would make me happy.
That's sadly impossible. But yeah, the tunnels that I've built through the mountains, definitely a lifesaver. Because the time traveled between this point and that point is now severely shortened, rather than going all the way around the mountain or just around this place to get to here, rather than just a straight line. One major problem I'm currently experiencing is that because I don't have enough houses, I'm running out of people again.
So build houses.
Yeah, but houses requires logs as well. And while I do have some logs, actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more builders, and then on pause these all.
And I'll be right back.
Okay. In other Roadie Fest news, as in the actual event, while I had Evil Oath already confirmed, they knew that they were only a backup in case that Morvigor couldn't play. And today I learned that Morvigor can and will be playing. So I'm gonna have 2 of the 3 bands that I definitely wanted. With the only band not having spoken to being Thoughtless, but that will happen on the 15th of September. That is perfect. The crop field here as well. Fields. Some beans.
I thought I heard something about Morvigor playing
Yeah.
the Roadie Fest.
Morvigor is going to be playing a Roadie Fest, so Evil Oath doesn't have to anymore. And Evil Oath knew that they were just a replacement in case Morvigor couldn't play. And they're okay with it, so... we are at the cap of firewood, 2000. I'm not gonna up that for now. Gonna be building those 5 houses, then those 4 houses, and the forester's lodge here. Fill it up. Got 2 more, 3 more crop fields over here for the food for this area, and eventually the fishing huts here. Yeah, we're back. We're back in 200 tools city, so it's gonna be fine.
Medium or large?
Large.
Okay.
I can show it to you on the screen hero. Yeah, it's a the map sheet is 902-2019. Terrain type valleys, terrain size large, climate fair, disasters on, starting conditions medium. Now, speaking of disasters, I actually had a tornado spawn early game this particular run, and all it did was come from here to here, where I had nothing. So it literally didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, the only mistake I did when I started playing is the Forester's Lodge was in a very unpleasant position because there is a stream going along and a mountain on the other side, so it wasn't actually a perfect place to grow a forest. So That was the only mistake I did.
Yeah. Well, this forester's lodge over here isn't getting any maximum benefit either. I mean, I've got crop fields running through it, I've got buildings there, the mountain is there, and of course we have the lower half of the town. But this was purely for the start, you know, and it's still providing me with logs. It's still providing me with the hunting, the gathering, and the herbalist. So it does what it's supposed to do.
Well, the seed I've chosen is a very good map. A few mountains, but a large woodland area between mountains. So there's actually a place I can stack up probably 4 foresters lodges and a lot of gatherers and herbalists.
Yeah, but they will lose efficiency if you let them be in the same radius.
Yeah, I know that. That's why the area that they would be covering is actually huge.
Yeah, kind of like down here. Like I could fit in like on this section alone.
Something like that. Something like that.
I could fit in a couple of them.
And it's a medium map, so
medium.
Yeah, medium size. Well, maybe I'm a little over my head because I don't know the exact radius it encompasses. So we shall see when I start a normal playthrough of the game.
Okay. Okay, I was afraid that this would happen.
What, tools?
No. People. People dying. Yeah, people die of old age, and I don't have enough homes to suit the families. We've dropped down from 100 families to 81 families. Well, at least we have a graveyard.
Ah.
Eight, 26, and yeah, we're like overproducing in tools right now, so that's a good thing.
I'm actually thinking of a. I was thinking of a town name. What it should be named.
And what should it be named?
I was thinking of a name Progon, which actually means exile or banished.
Okay.
It actually sounds kinda great, Progon. But I was thinking like that's maybe a bit too obvious. So I'm thinking again of a few names. Maybe I would name it after a song or a. Yeah, also one of the names I'm thinking of naming it is the what do you call it? The municipality I grew up in Zagreb.
Okay. Well, you could do that.
But yeah, well, the game does not support Slavic letters, so letters like sh would be written sh in English. So I don't know if the name Trešnjaka Sjever would be too long for a town name. So that's the problem I have with it.
Time to increase the food cap by another 10,000 because I am overproducing food. Again. I just set it from 10,000 to 15,000 and now I'm setting it from 15,000 to 25.
But you actually see how much food you are generating.
There's probably a graph for that in the town hall. Graphs, population, citizens, food. Yeah. Like, oh, it's 25 years. I had a couple of dips where I was out of food at 3 points, 4 points, but after that I just started overproducing. And this entire time I didn't have a single nomad knock on my door. So I'm kind of like, okay, where are the nomads then? 2,000, 2,000, 500 tools, 1,000 herbs, 2,000 gold, 2,000 textiles, and 5,000 clothing. Yeah. So this entire time I haven't had a single nomad knock on my door, and I'm kind of disappointed at that. 7 more stone and then the chapel is getting built.
Well, maybe RNG will smile on you.
It's the same seed, so you would think it would have the same conditions and the same everything, but apparently even the seeds, the individual playthroughs of the seeds are influenced by
randomized.
RNG. Yeah.
Well, I started on a seed that is my birthday, my actual birthday, which is 21st February 1993. So
okay,
that's my seed number.
Oh yeah. Okay, I need an additional herbalist. Yeah, my people are dying out because of old age. I need more houses. I think that I can expand at this point with like houses and such. I'm gonna have these 3 crop fields be dumped over here in this, including the iron tools. The chapel is gonna get built now, that is good. So the stone will go to the houses next. Yeah, the tunnels cost a lot of stone. And as you can see, I also have a lot of bridges, also costing stone. So it's just been like crazy amounts of stone in need. Oh, but I still see some stone escaping my grasp over there, and there, and there. How dare you deny me the stone, game? That is not a nice thing to do. Okay, just a few random bits of stone. Oh, I don't have a cleric right now. So I'm gonna have to remove people from the quarry again, as I expected. And oh, woodcutter gone here as well, and I don't have fucking hell. I'm running out of people again. Oh, yes. 4.
Well, with any game, you should expect some kind of downfall, then fight your way up again.
Yeah, in this case, at this moment, I have enough food, I have enough tools. And the only thing I'm lacking this time is housing, so that's what I'm currently building. Got 5, 6, oh, this house is done already. 5, 9, 19 more houses in planning. And probably still some room here and there for another house. I could demolish this stockpile and make a house there. Can't fit anything in here anymore. I